Okay, so the left-hand one, again, comes back to that sort of turning of the torso or lack of turn. You can see here now, right shoulder's not really moving. There's not really any hinge in there in the wrist. I mean, sort of where your left arm is roughly kind of parallel to the ground. The club's kind of at that sort of 10 o'clock.
So Friday,
this was today. That's the first one today, yeah? This is the first one today, yeah. Okay, so that's kind of your first swing there, okay, today, where there's not much turn. In fairness, you got it back pretty quick. I mean, obviously, the last lesson, obviously, took a bit of practice. You turn your shoulders now much better. Controlling the arms, though, is going to be the big thing, okay? You get to about here, and we want to see that club hinged up a little bit more, yeah? So to do that, you have to be loose in the grip. If you're gripping it tight, the arm just, the wrist stroke doesn't move. There's no movement in the golf swing at all. And as a result of that, there, when you do sort of narrow off the swing, when you come back to the golf ball, there's a chance, as you can see, that ball's going low on the ground. You're going to top it. The swing through the ball is good, nice follow through, all that kind of jazz is great. But the movement through here, now your arms have sort of just been pulled in because of that tension. The width in your swing now is too narrow, as opposed to keeping that width in the golf swing and the club swing a bit more wider. But again, you're going to have to try and maintain that. You can't re-add it during the swing, okay? When we're doing the shorter shots, you can see a shorter setup. Weight now is favouring that left side. You can see with this length backswing, how your arm length doesn't change, okay? So when you come back to the golf ball, lo and behold, you get a good strike and the ball goes up in the air, yeah? So your backswing length to here is fine. It's then making sure that if this wanted to go further, this shoulder would go kind of behind your head more. You'd hinge your wrist up a bit more, okay? And that would cause the club then to lift. So go back to your original text from last week where you said, oh, do I do a shorter swing or a slower swing? And does the club change length, okay? We always look at length of swing to change distance, okay? If we try and do it through speed, it's hard to control. I'll go slowly or go fast, yeah? Just have a natural speed, but a controlled length, yeah? But at all times, the torso, your shoulders is the moving part. The arms and the hands vary how much they lift, depending on how hard you want to hit it. So for little shots that you were doing here, this is about, I don't know, 20, 30 yards. The club's only going back kind of hip high. As you come back to the golf ball, we turn the torso through, the arms finish there. You've had some shots where if the arms were to finish down here, it'd be a shorter shot. The first couple, the arms are kind of up here and the club's whipping over your head there because you're just a bit out of control, yeah? So controlling what your arms do in terms of both the length they swing, the amount they lift and the amount they bend. So it's just work on that. But if your arms are locked out, gripping the club so tight, what control have you got? None at all, really, is you? So it's going to be practicing, I think, in front of a mirror, really, with that club, getting the sensation when you get to this sort of halfway back with the zip position, we're getting that L position, okay? So you're hinging the wrists, okay? Get the body rotating, getting the club and the body in the right spot. So we're maintaining a bit of width, okay? Look where your hands are there, kind of halfway back. As you come back to the golf ball now, they're just inside that line, you see here. So it's all kind of a bit tucked up. Then you try and reach the golf ball. Don't quite get the same strike. There's impact in your hands now. You can see your back here. So we're trying to sort of flick at the club because it kind of senses that we're too close. It goes, oh, hang on a second, I better put something to help it. And you go, doink, and just throw the club at the golf ball. That's probably done unconsciously. You're not even aware you're doing that, I guess. It's just body parts work and adjust based on what it sees the ball doing, yeah? If you see a shot where you've hit the ground, say, back here, or you've topped it, you'll do something different next shot. You're bound to. But what you do different isn't going to be a fix or a cover-up. 4 or 5 cover-ups can eventually mask it enough to make it a reasonable shot, but then it's inconsistent, yeah? So, grip pressure, looser. And I'll probably say next lesson, grip pressure, looser, and so on and so forth, okay? If we can practice down here now, what I suggest, now we've got some reasonable short shots there we saw. We've done the short, we've done the long. Get on the golf course then next time, and we can then play 2 or 3 holes and just see how you do on the course there with that swing. So it's up to you now with a bit of work on that. If you want to send some videos or pictures across with a swing, show me where you're at with the practice, okay, so we can see where that left arm and the hands are. And I think what will happen is if you film it face on, and you go, right, and you'll watch the video back before you send it, I guarantee, and you go, oh God, I'll do another one, okay? And you just keep doing it. Of course, exactly, yeah. You just take 47, I got a good one, yeah, good. And then you'll just, but in that way it's good, because it's kind of then, it's almost like being in a lesson, because I'm then going, okay, that's not good enough, we do it again and again and again. You're kind of self-policing your own swing, rather than going, oh, that was all right, and then just, I'll see how it goes, yeah? When I'm filming your swings, you just do what you think is normal, and then we go, oh yeah, I did it wrong again. But if you look back yourself, you'll do it again, and then again, and again, and that is then going to be some purposeful practice, so, okay?